Okay, this is the able to equivalent circuit of when secondary side parameters are converted into primary side. The equivalent circuit diagram of when this parameters, this secondary side parameters are converted into primary side. This is the equivalent circuit diagram. Okay, so by k square, r2 by k square, x2 by k square, and e2 by k. So like this, secondary side parameters are converted into primary side. So here know that the element that is called RL dash. Okay, load resistance is enclosed in the dotted boxes. So like this. Okay, is the equivalent electrical resistance related to the mechanical load on the motor. Am I right? The following points may be noted that from the equivalent circuit of the induction motor. Okay, these are the different points. 4 points are there. Try to consider. First one, at no load. At no load means there is no load on the machine. That means the induction motor is not connected to any mechanical load. The output of the induction motor is called mechanical. Okay, there is the output is not connected, not coupled to the any machine, any devices. Okay, at no load means so this is the at no load the slip is practically zero. Slip is practically zero means at no load condition the speed of the induction motor is almost the same as synchronous speed. The speed is of the induction machine is almost is equal to the synchronous speed. Am I right or not? Understood. So that means rotor speed is equal to the stator speed, almost is equal. Stator rotating magnetic field, for example, 1500 rpm. Stator rotating magnetic field 1500 rpm, but rotor is rotating 1498, 1499 like that. Almost equal to the synchronous speed. Okay, under no load condition, there is no load on the motor, means it is freely rotated. Okay, at no load, the slip is practically zero and the load resistance is infinity. Understood? Substitute here practically slip is equal to zero here. At no load, NR is equal to NS. Rotor speed is equal to synchronous speed. Then slip is equal to NS minus NR by S. NS. Okay, if the NR is equal to NS means slip zero. So slip zero is means RL is equal to 1 by 0 infinity. So then the infinity resistance, that is called open circuit. Okay, RL is infinity. That means this condition resembles that the transformer whose secondary winding is open circuit. Okay, the winding secondary side of the transformer is open circuit. So means the secondary winding is that means load removed under no load condition. What is the circuit diagram? Secondary side there is no load is connected. Secondary is open circuit. The transformer secondary side is open circuit. That means there is no load connected. Here also these conditions resembles that transformer whose secondary winding is open circuit. Then slip is equal to 0. At no load condition, slip is practically 0. That's a load resistance is infinity. This condition resembles that transformer whose secondary winding is open circuit. Understood? And then at standstill condition. That means at starting condition. Standstill means at starting condition. At rest condition, at standstill condition. So what happened? The slip is unity. At standstill condition, slip is unity. So means rotor speed is 0. Rotor speed is equal to 0 at starting of 3-phase induction motor or single phase. At starting condition, rotor speed is equal to 0. NR is equal to 0. That means slip is equal to NS minus NR divided by NS. So then NS by NS 1. Okay, at standstill, the slip is unity and the load resistance RL is 0. Am I right or not? Substitute here S is equal to 1, slip is equal to 1. At starting condition, slip is equal to 1 because of rotor speed is equal to the synchronous speed. NR is equal to NS. Then slip is equal to 1 and then RL is equal to 0. That means short circuit. Zero resistance means it is acting as a short circuit. That is right. Secondary winding is acting as a short circuit. At standstill, the slip is unity. The load resistance is 0. Okay, this condition resembles that the transformer whose secondary winding is short circuited. Secondary winding is short circuited. Understand? So when the motor is running under load, when the motor is running under load, the value of RLs will be depend upon the value of the slip. The RL loss will depend upon the slip. Am I right or not? Running under load. That means slip is changing. Okay. The slip is changing means it's depending on rotor speed. NS minus NR. When the load is changes means NR is changes. If NR is changes means NS minus NR is also changes. That means slip changes. Okay, when the motor running under load, the value of RL will be RL dash will depend upon the value of slip S. Okay, this condition resembles that transformer whose secondary side is supplying variable and purely resistive load. Okay, secondary is supplying variable and purely resistive load. Okay. So like this, this is the concept regarding to induction machine. And the third one. So then fourth, the equivalent electrical resistance RL is related to the mechanical load. Okay, is slip or speed dependent. Am I right? The RL is depending on slip and slip is depending on speed. Okay, if the slip is increases, slip S is increases, that means RL dash decreases. Okay, and the rotor current is increases. Understood? So the equivalent circuit RL is related to the mechanical load and the slip or speed of the speed dependent. If slip is increases, that means load resistance RL decreases and the motor current is increases. So current is inversely proportional to resistance. I is equal to I2 is equal to E2 divided by 100 of R2 by S whole square plus X2 square. No? That means it is inversely proportional to resistance. So the rotor current is inversely proportional to resistance, low resistance. Okay, if the slip is increases, the low resistance decreases. So substitute here. So slip is increasing means it is inversely proportional to low resistance. No? So if it is increasing, it is RL dash is decreasing. If it is decreasing, the R2 dash the rotor current is increasing. Understood? It's clear. If the slip is increasing, the load RL dash decreases and the rotor current is increases, and the motor will develop more mechanical power. Okay, and motor will develop more mechanical power. This is expected because the slip of the motor increases with the increasing load on the motor shaft. Okay, this is the concept regarding to the induction machine when the slip changes from starting to running condition. At starting condition, what happened? Under running condition, what happened? At synchronous speed condition, so what happened? Okay, this is the concept regarding to the three-phase induction motor.